My name is Daniel. I am an events director for UPAW at Western, and you are?
My name is Grace. I am a third-year student in medical bioinformatics, and I'm doing a minor in computer science as well.
Today we have you here to ask you some questions about your ITR choices and your module, and what made you choose bioinformatics?
So I chose bioinformatics because I've always had a passion for computer science. I started doing computer science in high school, and I knew it was something I wanted to do, but I wasn't too sure about majoring in it, so I started off with something super general like medical science. And I was super happy to learn that Western Medical Science had a way for me to do computer science through bioinformatics. And so that's sort of why I started leaning towards it, because it allows me to do what I want to do with genetics, but also really have that computer science aspect in there.
What courses do you need to take in third year, and if you're now in fourth year for your honors spec?
So in third year, a lot of people take a second year data science course, as well as physiology, pharmacology, or one of the other anatomy courses. You kind of have a little bit of an option there. Epidemiology is also included within that. You also need to take pathology, as well as a medical bioinformatics specific course. Some of the fourth year courses that you have the options of taking include things like machine learning, biosystematics and phylogenetics, epigenome analysis, and the analysis of infectious diseases and spread, as well as genomic data analysis. There's quite a few options. It's important to look at what some of the second and third year prereqs are. Some of them require some biochemistry courses or methods, but they do sound super interesting, and there's a couple more options that you can choose between those groups as well.
What are the most challenging aspects of studying bioinformatics?
So one of the most challenging aspects of studying bioinformatics is managing the different components of the workload. So because you have these computer science courses mixed in with your science courses, you're always sort of using two different parts of your brain, as opposed to some other majors where you're only taking sort of one general science. You're kind of taking two half sciences. And so it's really important to be able to find the balance between learning your important stuff within physiology and pathology and the human body versus learning how to analyze different sorts of data using the computer science techniques. So it's really about splitting your brain.
Do you think it's the same depth that you would go into either of those courses? Is there a good balance in between how they are covered in depth? Or is it like more superficial just because you have to balance two things at once?
There's definitely a good amount of depth because you are taking these courses with other people that are doing them for more of their major rather than splitting it. So in physiology, they have to cover everything in physiology because everyone in physiology requires that information. So you really do get the solid foundation in both your science courses as well as your computer science-based courses. And being able to form connections with other people in other majors is also super great because it allows you to just be able to further go in depth and compare what you're learning to what they're learning and learn how to really counter-apply those skills.
It sounds like a busy honor spec. How do you like balance your life and everything around it?
So everything is all about planning, making sure you have a good schedule, you know what's coming up in terms of due dates and deadlines, and really sort of sticking to it and making a plan. There are a lot of things to do. A lot of computer science things have weekly labs or weekly assignments, and other science classes have really heavy exams. And so it's really finding that balance between, I know these are the weekly tasks I need to do, so let's do them early so that I have the time to sort of study and put it into the other courses. So it's about finding that balance, writing things down, and making sure you're not missing any deadlines.